I just got back from, hey everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just got back from a Mindshare event in San Diego, and I actually got to meet Dr. Mercola. He's super awesome, working on a lot of stuff. He brought with him some of the bands that you can put around your arms and your legs to restrict blood flow. I did a post on I think it was on my personal. So if you don't follow me on Instagram personally, I'm Trina Felber on Instagram. You should follow me because I'm doing a lot of stuff that's different than the Primal Life. But Dr. Mercola was talking about blood flow restriction, using that while you're working out. And what's really cool is when you restrict blood flow, you use very little weight, but you go super, super slow. So I am going to start doing stuff like that just to test it out and see. But there's some research and stuff like that out there. And there's a lot of workouts and things like that, so you can start looking into it. And really, you can just get the bands on Amazon they're like $15. They're not even that expensive. They're really nice because you can actually travel with them and use them in other ways. Like when I was on the plane, I was just kind of made a little tourniquet out of my one thing, and I was kind of doing the same thing because you really don't need much resistance. So that's one way. But he was saying how especially women over the age of 50 should be doing this because it helps to increase muscle mass, and that's what we lose as we get older. So just something to put in the back of your mind. But let me refresh and jump on so I can monitor questions. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to talk about the deodorant. Right now it's the buy one, get one. So if you buy a full-size deodorant, by the way, this lasts a lot longer than your regular commercial deodorants, and it lasts longer than most natural deodorants as well because of the way it's formulated. I'm going to show you how to use it correctly because you don't need as much as you think you do, and it works more effectively if you use it correctly, and it works better over time. So the longer you use this, the better it's actually going to work. But you purchase one of these, so put this in your cart, the full size, put this in your cart, and then you add the mini to your cart, and the mini is just $3 when you purchase both of these. So get this one, grab the mini. The mini is perfect for travel. I always have one in my backpack, and my backpack I usually take through the airport. That's the same backpack. It's always in there. That way, no matter what, when I'm traveling, I always have a mini deodorant with me. And it's small enough that you can go through the scanners and you're not going to get stopped. Gym bags, it's great for that. And it's also great at your work, like just to have one at your desk. And then it's also good to gift to someone. So if you don't really need a mini, you can give it to a friend because everybody's always looking for natural deodorant. When I'm out and about, like this past weekend, I sent product for the swag table, and everyone always wants deodorant and toothpaste. So there you go. That's what I sent this time. But deodorant's the number one thing. People are always telling me I can't find a natural deodorant that works. I always get a rash. It always makes me stinky, or I feel sweaty and gross all the time. So everybody wants to know what's different for yours. So let me go over really quick a little bit of background about the deodorant. So if you're not familiar with me, I'm a registered nurse. I'm a nurse anesthetist. So I've deeply studied how your cells work, how your body functions. And my whole intention behind everything that I create, whether it's for my deodorant, it's my toothpaste, powder, anything dental, or even for your skincare, I create it so that it does exactly what you want it to do, what you're purchasing it for. But on the back side of it, what most of you don't know is I put things in there that create wellness inside your body that will actually improve over time. Because as a nurse, I know there's no such thing as a quick fix. And when you're buying deodorant, you want the quick fix. I don't want to stink. I don't want to sweat as much as I really feel like I sweat. There's no quick fix for that, except chemical. But over time, when you're using clean deodorant and the way that I formulated it, over time, if you're using it correctly, I put some things in here and the technique so that you can actually get better and be healthier in the long run. And in the long run, you might be able to go a day or two without deodorant at all because you can actually detox yourself very cleanly. So what I put in my deodorant and the way it works is, and this is pretty sneaky. When I tell people this, they're like, ooh, especially all the health nuts out there. They're like, wow, that's brilliant. So what I did, let me see if I've got a good one with color. So let me find my one with color. Okay, so this is the activated charcoal. This is the black lavender probably, or black rogue. And it has activated charcoal in it, so you can kind of see it's got like a lavender color. So I did that on purpose, and I'll do a demo in a second, but I'm going to put it on my hand. You need about 2 or 3 swipes, and when I put 2 or 3 swipes on my hand, you can see that it actually has some color to it. It has like a lavender look. So the biggest question that I get all the time is, why do my armpits look purple? Well, they look purple because you put it on, but you didn't actually apply it correctly. So that's not the last step. Like regular deodorant, yep, that's the last step. You're done. Walk away. Hope for the best. But not with my deodorant. You put it on, you have some color, and you massage it in. You massage it in until the color goes away. That's doing 2 things for you. So first off, so there, I massaged it, didn't take much, and the color's gone. What that does for you is, here's the nursing care. This is what I snuck in so that it's going to actually make you healthier in the long run. When you're massaging it in, you have lymph nodes right around here in this whole area. Your lymph nodes do not drain the way that anything else in your body drains. You need movement and a stimulation in order to drain your lymph nodes. Otherwise, the tissue or the fluid just kind of sits there, and it can just sit there and sit there. So by massaging the deodorant until the color is gone, you don't realize it, but you're actually moving the lymph fluid. As you're draining the lymph fluid, all the tissue, including your breast tissue, is going to actually improve. Women that are breastfeeding, this is really important. So anyone for better breast health and internal health, this isn't just breast health, this is overall internal health. Your lymph system is the system in your body that carries your junk. It's like it collects all the trash, but it doesn't really know, it's not really efficient at getting it out of your body. So that's why after a lymph massage, you really want to drink a lot of water, and you want to be able to flush those toxins out, because what's the point of getting rid of or mobilizing toxins if you're not going to mobilize them out the door? So you want to mobilize them. So by massaging it in once a day, you're going to actually be draining your lymph tissues. So the second thing that I did as my nurse, the nurse in me, is that when you're massaging, you are also loosening the tissue or massaging the tissue. And not only does your lymph system contain toxins, but your tissue in your armpit contains toxins in the tissue itself. So you use your hands to massage it. Yes, Lila, you use I'm going to do a demo. Yeah, just use your hands to massage it. It's not gross, trust me. You've got clean armpits, right? So the other thing is the tissue has toxins. When you're massaging it, that kind of breaks up the toxins a little bit, just like a regular massage. They always tell you, make sure you drink a lot, so you can flush them out. But the key is you've got to get those toxins out. If you just massage them and you don't help pull them out, they'll just sit there and really you won't be able to get rid of them. So what I did is I added clay, bentonite clay, to all of my formulas. All of the deodorant has the bentonite clay in it. The bentonite clay is going to actually bind to those toxins and rid your tissues of the toxins that you're massaging. So over time, you can clearly see how over time, if you continue to use this and you massage it until the color goes away, you are going to be cleansing your tissues and draining your junk, taking your trash out. When you have a clean system, you sweat more efficiently. You will probably sweat less because you don't need to sweat as much, and you will also smell less. You won't have as much body odor, so it's just going to work more efficiently for you. So that's the cool things behind the scenes that I did with the deodorant, and the reason why you really need to massage it in. The other key factors are the minerals that I put in here. So it's zinc oxide and magnesium. They're both very gentle. Unlike baking soda, this is the second, or probably the main reason people don't switch or switch away from, they try natural deodorant and then they go back to regular, is because it doesn't work to kill the odor, or it causes a rash. or they just feel so icky, sticky, gross. So what I did is I put magnesium and zinc oxide in here. Zinc oxide is really cool because not only does it work on the bacteria that causes odor, but the other thing that it does is it converts the short fatty acids that live under your armpit that cause odor to zinc salt. And zinc salt is odorless. That is where many deodorants, especially natural deodorants, fall short. They work on the bacteria, but there you still have short fatty acids under your armpits. And this will convert them to salt. Now, the zinc salt is not irritating. It doesn't change the pH under your armpit, so you're not going to end up with a rash or a burn. Baking soda is really harsh on your body. When people ask me what should I look for in a deodorant, a natural deodorant, I say the one thing you should look for is that it does not contain baking soda. Baking soda changes the pH under your armpit and can cause, it's not really a rash, I'll be clear on that, it's most likely a burn. It changes the pH and causes a first to a second degree burn. If you've got blisters, that's a second degree burn, it's not a rash. And it can take time to heal that up. You want something that's gentle. Zinc oxide and magnesium do not cause a pH change and will not irritate your armpit. I also use arrowroot powder as well as the clay, and if you get the black formula, charcoal. All of those things work together to keep you feeling dry, but also pulling toxins out, and then working on the bacteria as well in a very gentle fashion. And then the magnesium also absorbs. So most of us are deficient in magnesium. I think there was a study that said like 85% of the people in the US are deficient in magnesium. And magnesium is what you need, your muscles need it. It has a lot of functions at the cellular level. And the best way to really get magnesium in your body is to absorb it through your skin. So putting it in the deodorant, one of the things it does is it helps you to deodorize internally more efficiently. So you're going to absorb it. It's going to work externally to kill the bacteria, but internally it's going to help you deodorize more efficiently. So that was another sneaky nurse trick too. See, us nurses, we've got things. I don't know if there's any nurses out there, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The other little ingredient that I snuck in here is hemp seed. Hemp seed is very anti-inflammatory. And if there's any place in your body you want to reduce inflammation, it's in that place that's always dark, it's always semi-moist, and very rarely anything happens except for if you're using my deodorant and you're massaging it in. So those are the key ingredients in my deodorant. And then the essential oils, if you're looking for something that does not have any essential oils in it, the white coconut is for you. If you want something that's not lavender, because I know people are like, I need something not lavender. The matcha, the vanilla matcha that's the white. Where's the vanilla matcha? Vanilla matcha. It's kind of like a green color from the tea. And the tea has a lot of antioxidants in it, so it's really great for your pits too. Are there any questions before I do a quick demo?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yes.
I know you like questions.
I love questions. Because then I don't have to talk. Then it gives me a break. Talking. I can drink my charcoal, detox charcoal drink. Then I'm going to be talking to you with black teeth. So.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right. I don't care.
So there's a couple questions, and you kind of touched on all of them, but the first one is, does the deodorant leave marks on the armpits of your clothes? Everyone, I'm assuming every other deodorant this person used has messed up their clothes, like in the armpit area.
Who is this?
It looks like Asia.
Okay.
It was one of the first comments.
Let me see if I can pull up. All right. Oop, there I am. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm not muted. Okay, or I am muted. Oh, okay. Oh, Mike, he's so tricky. All right, so I'm going to do the demo, and I'm going to show you. The only way my deodorant will leave a mark on your clothes is if you're not applying it correctly, all right? We're used to, with commercial deodorants, very used to putting deodorant on, and I remember doing it, standing there with the thing, and just swap, and you're so used to doing that. With a natural deodorant, it's a little bit different. You want to, especially for mine, you don't need as much. When you look at ingredients, gosh, Mike, do we have one of the deodorants? I want to read the ingredients. See if there's like one of the blue ones, the old, like the.
Oh yeah. The toxic ones.
Yeah, the toxic deodorants.
Found one.
Oh, yeah. So let me see. Let me see. I got to put my glass on to do this. All right. So these are the ingredients of this deodorant. The active ingredient is aluminum. It's 19.2% aluminum, which is the antiperspirant. Aluminum actually clogs. It really does. It plugs your sweat ducts, your sweat pores, so that your sweat cannot come out of your body. That's why you feel dry. That is not good because you think about all the toxins that can be released. And I can tell you what toxins are released. When you sweat, this is what comes out in your sweat. This has been tested. Urea comes out in your sweat, and you need to get rid of the urea. Metals. Let's see. I don't know if that mercury. Okay, here. Researchers consider sweating a safe and effective way to eliminate arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury. There was something about this. Actually, when they tested blood here. A study evaluated blood, urine, and sweat from 20 individuals and analyzed them for approximately 120 compounds. And they found that many toxic elements appeared to prefer to be eliminated through the sweat. Meaning, if you're not sweating them out, that's the way you can get rid of them most efficiently. If you're not sweating them out, they get eliminated less from your urine. So it's the preferred method, which is crazy. So that's one of the reasons you do want to sweat. And so many people have heavy metal toxicity. We don't know it. So it's really important. And bisphenol A, which is BPA, it's what was found in a lot of plastics, but that is something that you do sweat out. So you do want to sweat. And phthalates. Phthalates come out through your sweat too. And I think phthalates is another one that comes out more through your sweat than through your urine. All right, so if you see aluminum, you just want to bypass it. Inactive ingredients. Oh my gosh, Mike, you had to pick the one where the words I can't even say them.
Yep, you're a nurse, you got it.
I know. No, not these. Okay, I'm going to try this. Cyclopentasiloxane.
Better than I would have.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Sterile alcohol. Okay, by the way, guys, if you take my How to Read a Skincare Label course, you know that the top 5 ingredients make up the bulk of the product. So we've got, I'm not going to say it again, the cyclopentasiloxane, sterile alcohol, mineral oil, not a good thing, dimethicone, not good, and talc. So those are the top 5 ingredients in this. And then after that, you've got petroleum, which is disgusting, castor oil, which is probably okay, cyclodextrin, PPG-14, butyl ether, not good. Fragrance is like a death wish. And then C20-40 parallelephen, and then benzyl alcohol. There's not one good thing in here that's going to do anything good for you, including the aluminum. This basically is going to make you sick because you're not releasing the toxins, literally going to make you sick on the inside, and probably cause a lot of problems with your endocrine system, which is your hormones, and even probably, I know that there are cancer-causing ingredients in here. Some of those cause cancer. So those are the ingredients from the ones that we're used to putting on. I talked about the ingredients, but in order. So the first 5 ingredients make up the bulk of the product. So the first 5 ingredients and this is my Black Rogue. So you've got arrowroot powder, which does not change your pH. Put in there to keep you feeling dry. Coconut oil, zinc oxide, which is really good at what I said, bacteria and the short fatty acids. Candelia wax, which is vegan. And then hemp seed oil. Those are the top 5 ingredients from my deodorant. So here's how you put this on. So I'm going to do this. 3 swipes, that's it. You probably only need 2. 1, 2, and I'm putting it on super thick so you guys can see it because Mike put the camera so far away that I look like an ant on your screen.
We can
oh, he's going to zoom in. Can you zoom really close? My armpit?
Yeah, give us a second.
Dear gosh. Did you ever think that you'd be standing on Instagram or Facebook Live? I never thought that I would be in this situation where I'm like, here, get really close to my armpit.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Really close. Is it in?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go.
Armpit.
All right, cool.
It'll take a second.
Yeah,
to pop
I'm
up
gonna.
on your-
Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, there's a delay. All right, so you can see the color. Oh no, Adobe wants me to. No, I'm not gonna do that right now, Adobe. Okay. All right, so you just take your fingers. It can be 2 fingers. It can be 3 fingers. You can do the whole thing. I don't care. But you want to massage it in. You can see that was 3 swipes. 3 swipes. You massage it 2, 3, 4 until the color goes away. You can also do this not looking in a mirror because you can feel the powder finish. I did it. You can see gone, right? I did it so that when you're done, you don't feel like you're oily. Most natural deodorants, people go, I put them on and I feel gross and wet. Well, that's because you're not using the right deodorant, all right? The right deodorant, when you massage it in, you're massaging your lymph nodes, draining your junk, getting rid of your trash, mobilizing those toxins. The clay is in here. It's going to bind to them and pull them out so that you're going to have a super clean pit, but you're going to be left with this powder finish, and it's colorless so that you can put the black deodorant on with a really light shirt and not get pit stains. If you do it correctly, you can wear any of my deodorants with any color shirt. It's when you just put it on like this and then walk away and go, why do I have Barney armpits? Well, it's because you didn't read the directions and rub it in because we're just not used to it. So it's not your fault. I try to do these videos so that you guys can, oh yeah. But yeah, 3 swipes, massage it in until the color goes away. Here's another trick. This is what I do sometimes when I'm like in seminars or at my desk, or like I'm just somewhere, like you're on a train and you're like, oh, I stink, I need to put some deodorant on. So what I do is I carry my deodorant with me. So I'll just do like a little bit like this. I get a little bit on my fingertip and I just literally like this, and oops, I'm dropping it. I put it between my fingers and I put it on my fingers like this. This is like how you would put most paste on, but you can see how pasty it is. It's pasty, but goes on with a powder finish. So then, you know, nonchalantly, I'll just pretend like I'm leaning over for something, and then I'll just massage my armpit, and then the odor goes away. So it does work to take odor away midday. So that's a little trick. Everybody at their desk today is gonna be like, oh, shoot, I dropped my pen. So anyway, guys, any questions? Mike, do you have any questions left? I think I only answered one.
Let me check YouTube.
Do you guys have any questions? I have 2 new team members with me today, and they're watching, they're learning. I have Jan and Kathleen, so you guys are going to get to meet them, but they're learning. We're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing educational stuff for them so that they can learn about all the products and all the fun things. So,
No, I don't think there's any other questions, but Yarlene had a good tip.
yes, Yarlene always has a good tip.
She does. She said when she gets deodorant on her clothes, she just hand washes that part and then tosses it in the wash machine.
Tosses it. What does she use? Does she use a
She switched from the black lavender to the white lavender.
to white lavender?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that too. If I get a little mark or something, you can just use the plant-based enzymatic cleaners. And I've been doing like lives. So watch on Instagram, if you watch the stories, my stories, I've been doing a lot of at-home stuff. And I use a brand called My Green Fills for all of my, and I'll put the link, I can put the link down too for you guys, but I use that for all of my laundry when I need, for detergent and stuff like that. But they've got one of the most amazing enzymatic cleaners. My whites have never looked so white. And I don't use bleach. I haven't used bleach in forever. But I use just a scoop of their enzymatic cleaner, and my whites look incredibly white. So that's the one that I use. But I can put the link in a minute that you guys can go check it out. And I think they have a promo. What I can offer you guys is what you'll link to is you get a whole bag of deodorant or not deodorant, detergent for free, I think it is, or something like that. So yeah, you'll have to check it out. It's really, really good. And it's a good friend of mine that started that company. So I know a lot of really health-oriented people. I was talking about Dr. Mercola, but I was talking with Dave Asprey and Ben Greenfield and Shelley Gaywith and tons of people this weekend. So lots of really good things happening in the health world. So I'm excited to be a big part of that. Don't forget, now's the time to grab a full size, because it's a full size, and if you put the mini one in your cart, you just have to add them both to your cart. The mini one will be just around $3. I think it's like $2.90 something once you add it to your cart. So now's the time. If you haven't tried my deodorant, it's a great time to switch. No time like the present, because you want to get those toxins out. If you're frustrated with the deodorant you're using, if you haven't made the switch because either it hasn't worked for you, you're just overwhelmed with the choices and the options, it's also a great place to start. I've had a lot of people tell me that they've tried so many deodorants and nothing works, but you have to make sure that you rub it in until the color goes away, because you're not just rubbing it in for the color change, you're actually rubbing it in to make yourself healthier. That's the key. That's what I really want, is to make you healthier, so that in the long run you need less deodorant so that you can live a longer and healthier and happier life. So,
And stick with it.
And stick with it. Right. Mike cracks himself up.
He's dying over here.
All right, guys, I got to take off here, but thank you for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to add them below, especially on Facebook. We'll come back and monitor that. And Mike, can we get this up on the IGTV? We should be able to do it on the IGTV.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll put it on the IGTV as well. So.
I'll post the link for the deodorant logo.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Mike's going to post the link for the buy one, get one deodorant. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Have an amazing stink-free day. I know I smell good.